Terra Incognita. The land in between. A forgotten labyrinth where two rivers meet. Towering monoliths ignite the imagination, and canyons form mazes, revealing millions of years of geology. For thousands of years, people have called these sacred canyons home. This land of harsh winters, searing summers, and inhospitable terrain hides thriving microclimates rich with biodiversity, sanctuaries for wildlife. Dark skies illuminate to express time and reflect on self. It is a place in this ever-connected world where one can feel self-reliance and find piercing solitude. A wilderness of stone extends in scenic views so full of texture and hues that the mind struggles to comprehend them. A testament to the processes of time and elements where the forces of nature are unrestrained. With knowledge, thoughtfulness, and intention, you can engage with this land, confident that your actions are helping to preserve Terra Incognita. Deep in the heart of Canyonlands lies the confluence of the Green and Colorado rivers. These two rivers combine forces to carve Cataract Canyon, one of the country's most legendary stretches of whitewater. During peak runoff in a big snow year, Cataract roars to life with the biggest and most difficult rapids anywhere in the Southwest, where massive waves can swallow a J-rig whole. Later in the summer, water levels drop, but the challenges do not. Rocks previously buried by towering waves are uncovered, revealing precise technical lines that will challenge even the most skilled boater. Come high or low water, this is a serious expedition on a remote river where rescue is far from guaranteed. As you plan for Cataract Canyon, here are a few tips we hope will help you come prepared and self-reliant, and reward your effort with an unforgettable wilderness experience. On both the Colorado and Green Rivers, launch ramps are outside the park boundaries. While there is no formal check-in process with a park ranger, you should be prepared to present your permit and all the required equipment at some point on the trip. Keep the boat ramp clear by preparing all of your equipment away from the launch areas. There are no designated campsites along the rivers in Canyonlands, and all sites are first come, first serve. Below the confluence on river left, there is a large sign warning about the rapids just a few miles downstream. Plan on stopping here and use the campsite registration box.
And then Carl's house?
This system is a courtesy to others and does not guarantee a site, but it does help other boaters plan their stops in advance. This applies to both canoeists as well as groups continuing down Cataract Canyon. During late summer and fall, when the river is low, sandbars are plentiful and make ideal camps. However, during high water, camps can be difficult to find, especially for large groups. If you have a small group, choose a small campsite. Below the rapids on Lake Powell, camping is also severely limited based on lake levels, erosion, and the dynamic river channel carving through silt banks. You may have to climb the cut banks to the benches above the river for camping. If you find a good camp early, consider stopping. There are no guarantees of something better downstream. Arriving at a pristine campsite at the end of a long day is the ultimate backcountry reward. When it feels like you are the first person to set foot on that beach, it is because groups before you worked hard to minimize their impact, and you can leave that same experience for the next visitor. We recommend using a kitchen mat to keep camps as clean as possible. Food scraps should never be discarded or buried, as they may attract wildlife like bears and skunks. Wastewater from cooking should be strained and then poured into the main river. Keep side streams free of soaps and oils. Food and trash should be secured at all times to prevent birds, ants, and mice from being attracted to popular camps. All river runners are required to carry out their solid human waste. Toilet systems must securely contain human waste in a sealed, watertight container. This is most easily accomplished by using a washable and reusable toilet system with RV dump fittings. Another option is to use commercially available human waste bags and then store them in a dry bag or tube and labeled human waste. Liquid waste goes directly into the river to keep beaches clean and odor-free. Only driftwood may be collected and burned for firewood. The fire must be fully contained at all times inside a rigid, durable metal fire pan. All fire debris and ash must be packed out, so keep fires small and avoid half-burned logs. Fire blankets are recommended to make for a fast and simple cleanup. As you rig, make one last sweep of your camp, disperse any unused firewood, and leave your camp better than you found it. In recent years, lower lake levels have caused several rapids to re-emerge between Imperial Rapid and Gypsum Canyon. From the last rapid in Cataract Canyon to the takeout at height is almost 30 miles. The amount of current varies dramatically based on lake level and river flows. Consider navigating this stretch early in the morning. The lake is notorious for afternoon winds that completely halt downriver progress. If you use a motor, be sure to have valid state registration, decals, placards, and a serviceable fire extinguisher. Minimize your wake and be courteous to other boaters. Conditions at the Lake Powell takeout are always changing depending on the current lake level. Contact park rangers for the most up-to-date information. When hiking, always walk on marked trails, solid rock, or in sandy washes. Biological soil crust and desert vegetation is very fragile. These soil crusts are complex living organisms and the foundation of the desert ecosystem. One careless step not only destroys these fragile organisms, but increases erosion and leads to unnecessary unofficial trails. Canyonlands is known for its remoteness and quiet solitude. Excessive noise diminishes that experience for everyone. Don't play music or yell echoes across the canyon, even if you think you are alone. Let the sounds of nature prevail. If you are patient and maybe a bit lucky, Canyonlands can offer great wildlife viewing opportunities. Harassing or approaching wild animals will often cause them to run, using up energy and possibly causing injury. Only view wildlife from a distance and remain quiet. Canyonlands is a living cultural landscape with an archaeological record that spans thousands of years. Viewing these sites in person is a powerful and educational experience we are collectively responsible for protecting. Leave artifacts where you find them. Observe archaeological sites from a distance and do not enter the surrounding areas or structures. Many of these sites are of sacred importance to people living today. So please, visit with respect. Carefully consider what photographs you share on social media, and remember your digital footprint will remain long after you've left the park. Avoid posting tags with GPS coordinates and exact routes, and allow future visitors the joy of discovery. We hope these tips will help you have an unforgettable experience that builds a deep connection with Canyonlands. Immerse yourself in the wilderness, enjoy it with humility and respect, and preserve this experience for future generations.